All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're breaking down exactly how you, as an independent consultant, can scale your practice into a global business pulling in over £200,000 a year. We're going to walk through a proven framework, step by step, showing you how to build trust, use the latest tech, and really take things to the next level. Let's do it. First things first, let's talk about the size of the prize. The global consulting market, it's worth a staggering $684 billion. Now, this isn't just a playground for the big corporate giants. It's a massive ecosystem just hungry for specialized expertise. So the real question for you is, how do you get your slice of that pie?
And this is where it gets really interesting. Look at this breakdown. While the big firms have the majority, a full 35%, that's over a third of that entire $684 billion market, is captured by people just like you, independent and boutique consultants. This isn't some tiny niche, it's a huge, significant part of the industry. The opportunity is absolutely there.
Which leads us to the million-dollar question, right? In a sea of over 1.5 million consultants worldwide, just being great at what you do, well, it's not enough. You have to be seen, you have to be credible, and you have to be efficient. So how do you possibly cut through all that noise to land the clients you actually want to work with?
Okay, so the journey always starts with one thing: trust. Before you even think about landing those premium projects, clients have to know without a doubt that you are the real deal. This first step is all about building that undeniable credibility right from day one.
And hey, don't just take my word for it. Look at this from a client's point of view. This quote from a tech entrepreneur, Amara Phillips, says it all. For high-stakes projects, verification isn't just some nice-to-have badge. It's an absolute must. It's the assurance they need that they're about to work with truly top-tier talent. So, what does a proper verification process actually look like? Well, it's got to be thorough. It kicks off with checking your business license to make sure you're legitimate. Then it's on to validating your professional references, getting proof of your track record. After that, they dive deep into your case studies to see your results. And finally, they validate your specific areas of expertise. Getting through this whole process, that's what signals to everyone that you meet the absolute highest professional standards. So, once that foundation of trust is solid, you can stop worrying about proving yourself and start attracting the right kind of work. This next step is a total game changer. It's about flipping the script from you chasing projects to the best projects chasing you. This right here is a fundamental shift. You know the old model, right? It's a grind. Hunting for leads, writing endless proposals, it's exhausting. The new model is just smarter. It uses technology, like an AI engine, to sift through everything out there and bring the opportunities that are a perfect fit for you, right to your inbox. No more hunting. And here's how simple it is in practice. First, a client posts their project needs. Then, the AI instantly gets to work analyzing those requirements and matching them against your verified profile and skills. And boom, if it's a great match, that high-value project lands right in your inbox. You're swapping out that manual search for an automated delivery service. Okay, so you've got this steady flow of amazing leads coming in. That's a great problem to have, right? But the challenge changes from getting clients to actually managing them. This next step is about having the right systems to run your practice like a CEO, not just a consultant. And this slide just lays out the difference so perfectly. On the left, you've got the old way, the chaos, right? Messy spreadsheets, sticky notes everywhere, manual invoices. It's a nightmare. On the right, you have the integrated system, something like a purpose-built CRM that creates a clean, organized, and automated workflow from that very first lead all the way to the final payment. You got to think of a tool like this as your business's command center. It pulls everything together in one place. You're tracking your leads in a visual pipeline, you're managing your projects, you're automating those follow-ups so nothing slips through the cracks, and you even have a secure payment gateway to keep the cash flow smooth. It professionalizes your whole operation. Now, getting projects and managing them, that's crucial. But if you want to build a practice that has real, sustainable growth, you need more. You need a way to turn every single successful project into your most powerful marketing tool for the next one. So how do you systematically build that reputation? Well, on a platform like this, it's all driven by data. There's a system that's constantly analyzing your performance, things like your client reviews, your project completion rates, and it creates a score. And that score isn't just for show. It directly impacts the quality and the number of future projects you're going to get. And check this out. The performance standard is incredibly high. The average rating for consultants in this kind of ecosystem is 4.9 stars.
What that means is, when you're part of a network like this, you're not just using some software. You are literally surrounded by a pre-vetted group of absolute top-tier professionals. And this creates the most important feedback loop for your growth. It's simple. A higher performance score and great reviews boost your ranking in the system's algorithm. That, in turn, makes you way more visible to the best clients out there, the premium firms and big enterprises. In short, doing great work systematically leads to getting more great work. So let's put all these pieces together, shall we? You start with verification, then you use AI to get leads, you manage it all with a slick CRM, and you build your reputation with every project. The final step is seeing how this whole integrated system lets you scale, and scale big. And it leads to this, the ultimate goal, building a practice that brings in over £200,000 a year. And that number isn't just pulled out of thin air, it's the real, tangible result of using a system like this to build a scalable global business. It's what happens when you combine your expertise with a platform designed to amplify it. This chart just visualizes it perfectly. Look, with standard visibility, your access to those top-tier firms is pretty limited. But as your performance rating climbs up towards that elite 4.9-star level, your access just explodes. A top rating isn't just a nice thing to have on your profile. It fundamentally changes the game in terms of the opportunities you attract. So to wrap it all up, the path is super clear and it's sequential. You start by establishing that verified trust. From there, you use technology to bring high-value projects to you. You manage your workflow like a pro with the right tools, and you build an amazing portfolio by doing consistently great work. And that progression, that's what unlocks the premium clients and gets you to that 200K plus goal. Look, all the pieces are here. A huge market, the right tools, and a clear roadmap. This entire framework is designed to help you transform your solo practice into a scalable, global business. So really, the only question left is the one on the screen. Are you ready to build your global practice?